All right, guys, welcome back to the Independent Investor Channel. My name is Ryan. We've talked a lot on the channel about setting up a financial goal. In this video, I'm going to run through my 5. These are really the reasons why I invest, and these are really the goals that I'm shooting for. And I have a lot of people who give me their financial goals, and some of them are interesting. You know, I want to be a millionaire. Everybody wants to be a millionaire. Everybody wants to be a millionaire. But they don't take the first initial steps toward that goal. And I think you'd be better served if you would take a little bit of time to specify what it is that you want out of investing, okay? And hopefully by me walking through my financial goals, I've got 5 specifics. And hopefully some of these, and you guys can borrow them or have them if you want. Some of you guys can relate with some of these things. Others will take and make their own specific financial goals. But I think the idea here is to really understand why it is we invest, what we're looking to achieve in the future. You know, being in the future and reflecting back over your life. Did you achieve the goals that you set out to achieve? And I think the goal-oriented investor is a lot more capable of remaining grounded when things get volatile. I really think it helps, because I see so many investors, they kind of get scared off their topic because they don't have a goal that they're shooting for into the future. So I'm going to jump into mine, and hopefully this can kind of set the stage for you guys to ask yourself this question: what are my financial goals? And how I'm going to get there. Why is it that I invest? And you should be able to answer those questions. If you need to, write those goals down to continually remind yourself of why it is that you invest and what are those goals that you're looking to seek out into the future. All right, guys. So number 1 for me is the tax protection. I have a large portion of my portfolio that is both tax protected and wealth preserved. But the tax protection was something that I really wanted to seek out. It was a strategic goal of mine. You know, I figured if they were going to limit the annual contributions to the Roth IRA, there was probably a pretty good reason as to why they do that. And I look at it as capturing my benefit every year. Now, a lot of people can't do $6,000 a year. That's a lot of money. But if you could do $3,000, or if you could do $1,500, right, break it down that way. If you could only do 50% of your benefit or 25% of your benefit, then do so. I really think it's your capability of capturing that benefit back, because I talk all the time. If you let the years come and go without contributing to your own individual Roth IRA, you're letting that benefit slip away. And one of the few opportunities to seek out that tax protection is with your Roth IRA, okay? And the beauty of seeking out tax protection is sometimes hard for people to embrace when they start investing. It really is. But I want you to picture yourself later on in life reflecting on the decisions that you've made now, all right? Wouldn't you rather be looking at a portfolio with X amount of dollars? The dollar amount doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. But looking at that account and saying, wow, 20 years ago I made this decision, or 30 years ago I made this decision, or 40 years I made this decision to enter these dollars into a tax-protected vehicle. I'm so glad that I did, because here I am, I'm in my 60s, I can take whatever amount I want out of that, and it frees up so much. If you're looking at a larger account and you want to take $250,000 out of that account, the IRS cannot touch one dime of that money. I love the prospects of that. I love the idea of eventually reaching an eligibility goal in my portfolio, 59.5 in this particular case, and having that option to be able to look at that and maybe withdraw it. Maybe I want to start a business. Maybe I want to do a venture on my own, right? But it allows that freedom and flexibility to take whatever dollars you want out of that portfolio and do with it what you want. And you're not subject to turn over a large chunk of that capital to the IRS, okay? And the final thing I would say about tax protection, this world is fickle, all right? And the tax brackets that are locked in now what certainty do you have that those tax brackets are going to be the same into the future? Okay. I highly doubt that they're going to go after an individual Roth account that they've basically given you as your right to participate in. What I mean by that is, if you've started the Roth IRA account, don't you think it would be more likely that they would grandfather those folks in who have contributed dollars after they've paid the tax up front, right? You're free and clear of the government. You've taken care of your tax obligation up front. And I think that's a huge benefit when we're talking about two words, tax protection. I throw it around all the time, but just to get into some of those details, I've just given you kind of three real tangible reasons as to why I seek out that tax protection in my investment strategy, okay? Number two, financial security. This is an interesting one. When I get older in life, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what freedom and flexibility that I'm going to have. Now, there's a lot of different aspects that can affect this, but the biggest contributor to not being financially secure is not contributing to your financial future. Okay, and this is why I stress all the time that it is more about the plan than it is about the dollars and cents. Everybody, when they invest, they want to focus on the dollars and cents, the day-to-day activity. It's gone up 8 cents. Oh my goodness, let's panic, or it's gone down 12 cents, oh my goodness, that's crazy. It's irrelevant. And it's irrelevant in the investing game from month to year, really. The only thing that's really relevant is your future amount. Okay, that's the only thing that is credible. And a lot of people get caught up in the short term, okay, and it doesn't sink in quite as much. They don't really understand and validate why it is that they're doing. This is why putting this to paper can really, really help, because financial security, as far as the investment aspect of your life, can really only be made possible through investing. Now, you can do other investment styles or other investment avenues. Real estate is a perfect example. But if you're going to seek out some sort of financial security in the future, you've got to be proactive on it, okay? It's not just going to come and bestow upon your head. It doesn't work that way. You got to work at it and you got to seek it out, okay? Number three is you've got to leverage the opportunity. I think anybody who is not invested right now is crazier than I am, okay? I could never, ever imagine my life without investing. I think it's crazier not to invest and be a participant in the market. Some of the cutting edge products that are available right now allow new investors to do nothing other than justify the prospects of investing. Free stock trading, free dollar cost averaging, free dividend reinvestment, entering into no-cost brokers, having the ability to have data and analytics right in front of your face, guys. There's no excuse now not to have an answer to any financial question. All you have to do is go online and find that. So the access to information is huge. The landscape has changed so much in 10 years. It's really changed in the last 20 years since I started investing. I didn't have passive ETFs. I didn't have the level of access to stock trades or stock investments that I had when I started investing, when I was a young person. And I think for the young investor now to be able to justify and set a financial strategy to align with leveraging the opportunity nowadays is powerful. It is powerful. All right. Number four, I'd love to leave a legacy. Okay, this is something that kind of motivates me. It's something personal to me. I've said many, many times the nuts and bolts and the makeup of the portfolio isn't quite as important to me as the plan itself. Does the plan have the potential to grow and hold a vast majority of wealth into the future for my heirs? Now, my heirs, the legacy that I leave, it will be something that is a personal goal of mine. I will have felt like I had left something for them and more importantly, to prepare them to take on that obligation of maintaining those investments. But what a gift, what a strategic gift. It really just sets people up, as long as there's appreciation there and as long as they understand how to manage it and how to leverage that opportunity for them. Leaving a legacy is very, very important to me. And the last one is probably the most important one. It is really the niche of the independent investor channel. It really is. And it's wealth preservation. It's something I talk about all the time, but new investors need to be introduced to this term. They do. They need to understand that it's not just about investing. It's about investing smartly. It's about taking your dollars and putting it into a tax-protected bucket or account, but also understanding and allowing those dollars to be put into assets to allow those dollars to grow to their maximum potential. That is wealth preservation, not seeking out the services of a financial planner that's drastically going to affect your growth over time. Don't give away your ace in the hole. Your ace in the hole is time. And if you could just leverage this opportunity and understand the importance of wealth preservation within your account and allowing those dollars to grow dollar for dollar over time into the future, you have been an empowered investor. You really have. Once you understand that, you will completely change your mindset and your strategy in defining your financial goals. And hopefully this video helped you guys do just that. Remember to subscribe to the channel, guys. Leave your comments in the bottom of this video. I'd love to hear your financial goals. If you know anybody out there looking to get involved in the market, share the message. Maybe this will help them define their financial goals and get them started on the right foot, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the video, and good luck in your investment future.